Episode 104. Why is it that I so often find myself taking breaks when the sun is up, and then starting the next episode when the sun is down? Makes it awfully hard to get good lighting in cutscenes. Oh well. Continuing with the society rank up quests that I still have left, that I couldn't complete in the last episode. Could have sworn they'd be a lot shorter than they are, but I guess some of them ended up being pretty hefty on cutscenes. All we have left right now are the Sylphs and the Ixal, both in the Black Shroud. And I guess I can't exactly summon Garuda while doing the Ixal quests, because I'll be a crafter then. So we might as well summon Garuda now. Here it is. Ah, friendly one. This one would ask a favor. Bumbling one spends all day sleeping on paper stack pillow, yes? So this one thought to put that one to work. This one gives Bumbling one needle and thread, but Bumbling one pricks finger and starts screaming and sobbing. This one's head still hurts. So this one finds simpler task. Ask Bumbling one to go collect leaves for Nataxio. Simple, yes? But Bumbling one does not return. This one has had enough of Bumbling one's bumblings, but Nataxio is concerned. Friendly one should go talk to concerned one. Nothing specific to the quest then. I guess I shouldn't expect the society quest to have any special dialogue on the NPCs involved. Not unless there's something obvious like, are you? No, not even part of the quest, just standing sentinel at the bridge. This one is Nataxio, Relief Crafter. Walking one is sent by Omsio, yes? This one is thankful. Omsio placed Four-Eyed One in this one's care. Asked this one to find work that Four-Eyed One would not bumble. So this one sent Four-Eyed One in search of leaves of Great Shelter Tree. This one casts See-Through spell on Four-Eyed One for safe return. But day turns to night and that one is nowhere to be seen. This one suspects that Four-Eyed One is see-through no more and shakes and shivers behind trees somewhere. Four-Eyed One is useless, but does not deserve to die. Please find Four-Eyed One, friendly one. Again, no quest-specific dialogue. A lot of the Sylph quests have you turn invisible and wandering into the woods with someone, or transparent or whatever. I guess they sent voice on the same task, but you couldn't quite complete it in time. They only give you 40 seconds though of invisibility, so it's not like I blame voice for this. It's not the easiest task. Oh, friend, ever a sight for sore eyes you are. Pray forgive me. I was just on my way back from collecting leaves for my dear friend Nataxio, and I must say I harvested quite a haul when I, somehow lost my way. Next thing I knew, my transparency spell had worn off and, that means all those nasty forest critters can see us, yes? What say we return to Little Solus, and quickly at that. I guess out of the 5 tribes that Komori is helping, she can summon in Egi for 3 of them, barring Leviathan for the Sahagin and here, Ramu for the Sylphs. What would a Ramu Egi even look like? Just a little man? I'm not sure Komori necessarily wants to summon a little man. Or maybe she does. I don't know. Friendly One is back so soon? Is Chosen One safe and sound? What? Friendly One only now returns to this one. Saved Bumbling One but moments ago. This cannot be. Friendly One was here moments ago. Told this one that Friendly One would go look after... Oh, how could this one be so foolish? This one has terrible feeling. Must see Elder One at once. More sylphs and their tricks. We heard a little bit about that during the main story quest. Are this one's eyes to be believed? Chosen One's podling, stolen from this one's care. But Brave One steals Chosen One from us. But why? Was Brave One fooling these ones all along? This one thinks gray-haired one needs new spectacles. Why, I'll be friend. You never told me you had a twin sister. Does Komori have a sister? I decided she has parents, as one typically does. Does she have siblings? Probably not. This one is surrounded by fools. Make this one's task all the easier. Chosen One. Foolish ones are foolish indeed to try to outwit this one, but worry not, foolish ones. Chosen One's podling is safe in the hands of this one. Ah, the podling trembles with power. The time of rebirth draws near. Yes, at long last, this one will finally reclaim the forest for these ones. With Chosen One's power, these ones will be pushed aside by walking ones no longer. Yes, this one will teach Chosen One the way of the Almighty One, Lord Ramu. This one will teach Chosen One of all those who are enemy to these ones. Walking ones, still ones, treacherous ones. This one will destroy everyone. Sure do wish it was daytime for that cutscene, but what can you do? I guess nighttime is fine for dastardly affairs or nefarious deeds. And that's it until next time, I guess. Rather short one. If they were all this short, I could have gotten them all done last episode. If Chosen One is born in Deluxio's care, it is not just these ones who will suffer. Everyone will be in danger. These ones must find Chosen One, but where to look? Curses! If only Walking Ones had sent Real Smart One instead of Bumbling Four-Eyed One. But this one will think of something. Brave One, please help defend these ones home against Touched One's attack. These ones have no one else to turn to. Set our carbuncle back to the usual yellow. And... off to the Ixal. Komori's rounds are almost complete. I haven't actually thought out what I'd do for the rest of the episode. If I manage to complete everything in a timely amount. Timely amount of time? Whatever. Greetings, Komoi. Mood of the camp dampened, it is. Dark and dreary. Lie dormant, Dezel Quolan does. Like deflated balloon. Fly without Tataramu's touch. It cannot. Rely on Tataramu we did. More than Sezel realized. Become heart of a Kotal 9 Tataramu has. Despise this helpless feeling Sezel does. Ask Komoi to visit Gridania, and parley with Highwind Skyways, Sezel would. Squawk. Only fledglings sit and screech and do nothing. Tataramu needs to fly, and give him that chance we will. Caw caw caw, so serious Sezel has become. Bring small featherless one back to us, Komoi must. Go to place of airships in Gridania and speak with company member. Find where Tataramu has been caged, Komoi must. I guess when I wrap up this quest, I'll be wrapping up in Gridania, so maybe I'll think about doing something here in Gridania. It'd actually be good timing if the actual event was ready at this time of year. It should be happening in a couple of days now, but I believe the Starlight Celebration is what it's called. That event would happen here in Gridania usually every year. Would have been fortuitous circumstance if it coincided with the amount of time I had left in this episode, but that's not the case. I'm sorry, were you addressing me? If you have a business proposal or seek employment, then I must ask you first make an appointment to the official company represent. You wish to know Tataramu's whereabouts? I assume you are referring to Master Tataramu? Forgive me, but I must inquire as to your relationship with the chairman's son. I fail to see how someone of your apparent... Oh, it's you! You were there, in that filthy XIV camp. You're the one who conspired with those Battalion savages to kidnap Master Tataramu. Well, I'm certainly not about to share any information with a disreputable ruffian such as you. Shoo, be gone. Ugh. Now I shall be late in boarding the chairman's flight to Corthus. There's a very important meeting at the observatorium with very important people. Didn't think this would take us to Corthus, although that does kind of make sense. The Ixal are over here in Corthus, and a lot of the actual grindy reputation quests do take you to Corthus for some reason. Even though it's all pretty much crafting, you have to do objectives here. That, and I guess there's also the reason that there are no other tribes here in Corthus. This was a 2.0 area, and you wouldn't have used it. There would have been no mileage of this area that the developers would have gotten for a side content like the society quests. It would just be sitting here, unused. Oh wow, they actually added in the airship here for the quest. So that's what this kind of structure is for. I guess it's just normally a balcony, so they repurposed it as an airship landing, so to speak. Or not landing, but port. I guess it's just a normal tower, not necessarily for airships. I must say your proposal is intriguing. As you have rightly ascertained, the very nature of the observatorium places us in a unique position to oversee your company's endeavor. The role of the observatorium in maintaining a Corthus airship route cannot be underestimated. As such, I would value any opinions or concerns House Durandare might have with regards to the establishment of such a route. You again! However did you know where to? Ah, well, I'll not stumble like that a second time. Now keep quiet. Chairman Tatabaru is engaged in extremely delicate negotiations and is not to be disturbed. You're still asking after Master Tataramu? Will you not be silent? If you absolutely must know, the young man accompanied us here as part of his continuing education in company management. His chambers are guarded by our loyal, not to mention lethal, retainers. So you can forget about any plans to spirit him away again. Do not disturb the chairman. He is in the middle of a very sensitive and highly confidential parley that could decide a future airship route to Ishgard. The fortune of the company may very well rest upon its outcome. Does it bother you if I do this? He's deep in negotiations. He doesn't notice. Alright, so we're looking for someone. Or rather, we're looking for Tataramu somewhere around here. Hopefully, even though this is such a wide circle, it tells us that it's a level above us, so that can only be one place. Or I think it would be here. Unless it's like the second level of one of these areas? No, it has to be here. It's a battle warden. Oh, Guildhess. Right. I purposely avoided unlocking Guildhess so that they do not plague my mini-map with icons. And I'm definitely not spending the rest of the time I have this episode doing Guildhess. Oh, what is this? Light pouring down? Looks nice. Mystical. Where's that light coming from? Not below. Huh. Wait. Now it's below me. Damn. Don't die, Komori. Well, I'm on level with it now, so it's probably that building over there. Second level. Alright, one more second level to check, I think. These guys are added in for the quest. The very... What were her exact words? Guarded by our loyal, not to mention lethal retainers. I was actually wondering if I'd have to switch to a combat class, but apparently not. Oh, Komoi, what are you doing here? Sizzle sent you? Broken without me, you say? I never imagined that the absence of my skills would be so keenly felt. I'm flattered, but as dearly as I would love to stroll out the door with you, I'm afraid things aren't that simple. My father dragged me along on the pretense that I would be learning the trade, then confined me to this room. I'm practically a prisoner. Did you see the guards on your way in? Should I attempt to take even one step across the threshold, those company-bought thugs will stop me in my tracks. There must be a way past them that doesn't involve outright violence. I have it. You must needs speak with Templeton, the Skywind's employee stationed here at the observatorium. He's aided us with component crafting before, and is one of the few people in the company I might consider an ally. Wily he may be, but it is that exact trait that will serve us now. I must escape this room without creating too much of a commotion. Speak with Templeton at the observatorium's crafting facility. We have need of his crafty mind. I have had dealings with Templeton before. I mentioned that certain grindy reputation quests take you here, and they all end at Templeton for crafting. He's the kind of guy that cuts through red tape, or should I say, ignores it. Good guy, Templeton. Good day to you, adventurer. What may poor Templeton do to serve you on this cold and miserable day? Which, come to think of it, fairly well describes every day in this godforsaken, croc-infested stretch of icy hell. Looking to break Master Tataramu from his confinement, are you? Well, no. I'm sure I couldn't possibly lend my assistance to such a shady undertaking. And I certainly wouldn't suggest the use of a particularly potent sleeping potion. Wink, wink. Our sellswords have grown fond of drinking mulled wine in an effort to forget their freezing extremities, and I'm sure they wouldn't question the appearance of another bottle on the table. 'Twould hardly be your fault if they overindulged and found themselves snoring under the table till morning. Ahem. Away with you and your nefarious schemes, and be sure to pass on my regards to the chairman's son. You got it, Templeton. Loyal and steadfast, that's old Templeton for you. Surely Master Tataramu wouldn't wish to leave such a valuable servant to wither and shrink in this snow-choked wasteland forever. I thought we'd actually have to craft the potion ourselves, but if you weren't an alchemist, it wouldn't make sense to craft it, would it? I just thought it was a nice coincidence. But if you were like a goldsmith or something, couldn't exactly do this part of the quest. Komoy, what news? Was Templeton able to offer a solution to our dilemma? He gave you what? A sleeping potion? Well, I hope this concoction has no lasting ill effects. If past experience is aught to go by, those retainers should be well into their cups by now. I'll sneak past as quickly as I dare and meet you outside. And there they go. That was quick. Don't fall now. Are we sneaking? So far so good, it would seem. Now let's return to Sezel's camp before my father concludes his negotiations. A word with you, Master Tataramu. Coulson, when did you arrive in Cortes? It is good to see you. I know what you're planning, lad, and you know what will happen should you go through with it. Your father will not tolerate this defiance. You've taken his side. I thought that you, at least, would support me in this. Pray take a moment to consider your father's perspective. He only wants what is best for the future chairman of Highwind Skyways. The world you stand to inherit is not the world in which the rest of us live. There are commoners, and there are kings. We are all born into our fates and the responsibilities they bring. I am no prince. I am but a privileged brat of an airship empire. And how did that empire come into being? Highwind Skyways merely copied the balloons of the Ixal and hopped a little into the air. I care not for our company's reputation or its profits. Fortune, prestige, its aims are so low. Cecil and his Ecotl 9 are reaching for the heavens. They have grand dreams, and a passion unlike any I've seen before. They seek to restore their lost wings, and goddamn it, I would help them. I would share in that vision, so in the same sky. That is all I wish for. Go, Master Tataramu. I will speak with the chairman myself. I will convince him of the depths of your desire, as you have convinced me. You will? I have underestimated you, young sir. Those eyes, that mask of determination. It is like witnessing a decades-old memory come to life. There can be no doubt that your grandfather's blood runs hotly in your veins. Coulson, quickly now, off with you. The longer I stand here in the biting cold, the more my hip starts to ache. Oh, for the fervent heat of use. Come, Komoi. We have kept Cecil waiting long enough. Chief Totalock, your designer has returned. Cecil? Squawk. Fogged up for no reason, Goggles did. No tears of joy, no. Humidity. Listen well, Tataramu. Make up for lost time we must. Work and work until Desul Quillan is complete. Until hands ache and sweat turns to blood. Yes, sir. Found you. Found camp we have. Reeking pile of dung hidden in forest. No, not now. Knew you were sneaking about we did, but know why we did not, until now. Preening feathers for forest people. Making unsanctioned balloon. Crime against goddess and our people you have committed. Harsh your punishment will be. Break it all. Burn it down. Leave you to stew in fear we shall. Hear of this treachery, our Nautilon brothers will. Squawk. Pluck their feathers. Snap their bones. Sizzle, what are we to do? Found us they have. Cecil knew this day would come. Squawk, too soon. Too soon it is. If but complete Desul Quillan what? Desul Quillan we can. What was that? What was this line? If but complete Desul Quillan we can. I guess he was trailing off. I was confused because he sometimes speaks like Yoda, putting the beginning of the sentence at the end, but I think he was just trailing off here. Thanks to your diligent efforts, The construction of the Desil Colon is almost complete. With the return of Tataramu, a few final adjustments are now all that stand between the Ecotl 9 and the distant skies. Well, and that's it. The more I learn of it, the more I come to understand what a remarkable airship the Desil Colon truly is. To be able to work on such a vessel, why, it is an engineer's dream come true. No quest-specific dialogue from where we left off. Well, that's it on the society quests that I had to rank up for. Everyone's off on a new quota, and the Ixal, the biggest quota of all. The new quest that I unlocked, I guess, is over here? Did I unlock anything new? I'm pretty sure there's a new one for each one. Here. So this guy gives 350 reputation quests, which is quite sizable. You can't necessarily take them all though, because sometimes you need to be Disciple of Land, fishing, or gathering or something. So unfortunately a lot of these quests get blocked out to you at random, and getting the highest reputation quest is a bit of a challenge. As an alchemist I'll only be able to take some of them, but at maximum efficiency or luck or whatever, we could get 150 per day if we spend 3 quests on that one guy down there, which would take around under 10 days, maybe 9 or so. Somewhere around that, 8 or 9. Kind of similar to what these other quests take if we only take 3 of the maximum amount. But that wouldn't work out as 9 days total across the board because we only have 12 daily quests. And we would need 15 for that to divide evenly. What I'll probably do is figure the math out some other time. That's what I'll do. That only took up around half the episode, so I guess the other half is going to go to something. I can't very well just do side quests around here though, can I? They're not really worth the effort. Nothing really here. So what I'm actually going to do, and I could have just teleported directly there, but felt like taking the airship for whatever reason, maybe because we just did the airship quest, is go to the Gold Saucer. The ultimate place to kill time in. Oh, looks like there's something going on right now. Hopefully I'm not too late. 45 seconds? Shit. Even if I activate it in time, I'll still only have the remaining time to complete it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to read their dialogue. Let's just try to burst through in one quick run. We can make it. 15 seconds, as long as I don't get blasted off. Shit! Okay, that was my fault for doing a bad job. I don't think I can make it anymore. No. That's not fair. I made it. Well, I came here to relax, not be stressed out. The main reason I came here wasn't just to do any random challenge, though I did want to take up anything that was happening at the time. My main reason was to take on these quests that I still haven't unlocked yet. I didn't think I'd actually do any of those, but might as well get these icons off the map. First one is Mahjong. They unlocked, or added some more stuff for Mahjong in 7.1, surprisingly. Don't really know what that's like, and I won't see any of it here because I don't think I have enough story progress to unlock that sort of thing. Basically, just allies from the story join you in Mahjong. But I don't know how to play Mahjong. Can I learn in 25 minutes? How dare they claim it wasn't a proper yaku? Don't they know a winning hand when they see one? Yes, what do you want? I'm afraid you found me in a rather foul mood. I've had a run of poor luck with that new game, Mahjong. I heard it's all the rage in Doma, although it seems the Gold Saucer's clientele struggle to wrap their feeble minds around its intricacies. Consider me and Komoi among those feeble-minded. With endless supply of shameless cheats and bumbling novices, I've yet to find a decent opponent. Perhaps you would provide me with more of a challenge? Yes. Some fresh meat could be just what I need. Run along to the Manderville tables and get yourself acquainted with the basics, would you? I guess the quest is only to unlock it, so I could just ignore playing it. But for the sake of getting things on camera, maybe I'll just do one match. Not knowing what I'm doing. I should probably read the rules again. I did this once before, but I'll probably skip over the rules and just play it by ear. Wing it. Listen, I'll have the money ready by next week, I swear. Oh, you're not a debt collector? What a pleasant surprise. In that case, you must be here to learn how to play Domin Mahjong. I am the resident tutor at your service. Are you by any chance familiar with the game? I know my pawn from my Ron, if that's what you mean. Nope. This is all Chinese to me, literally. Domin, whatever. That's not the one where the loser drinks from marble pile, is it? Call me forfend. Is that what passes for entertainment in Neosia? Perhaps all those rumors about pirates and their drunken antics are true. Anyway, Mahjong is a far gentler affair. 4 players sit around a table, collecting tiles and scoring points. Thankfully, you'll find there is no shortage of opponents against whom to pit your wits. If you prefer, you can even practice against automata. They gloat less than their flesh and blood counterparts too. Should you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. And may I say, I will be very interested to see how quickly you rise through the ranks here at the Gold Saucer. Fat chance. There's no way I'm going to learn Mahjong now. Though I do want to someday. It seems like something I'd want to learn at some point. Tiles. Groups of 3. Let's read only the yellow text and see if we can glean what we need to know. Race to complete a winning hand of 14 tiles, with points awarded for speed and difficulty of the hand. Speed. 4 groups of 3 tiles and 1 pair of matching tiles. Players aim to form a winning hand of 14 tiles before the other players, and earn as many points as possible. No yellow text, so it must be unimportant. Same thing here. Role of dealer does not pass to the next player. What the hell's a dealer? A winning hand must contain at least 1 yaku. Matsuyaku and Vichiyaku. Yaku tiles, pawn and chi, and what's the Ron? This setting can be toggled in the settings of for Domin Mahjong under Gold Saucer in the character menu. I don't know what a door is. Con. Learn by playing. Domin Mahjong is a complex game, even once you have learned all the rules. However, many of the actions normally carried out by players themselves are performed automatically, so feel free to head to the tables and try your luck without worrying about the less important details. Why not start at the novices table? Once you have a grasp of the basics, You may wish to challenge other adventurers via the duty finder. For details on the more advanced rules, please refer to the guide on the lodestone. Well, we know everything we know. Or everything we need to know. Support features. What is this? Display calls. Auto-declare winning hand. Hints. Dangerous tile marker. I guess they're all on. Turn them all on. Why not? Okay. And what are my choices here? Calls on and off. Well, it's like poker, right? So I swap out the things that I don't want for the things that I do want. Let's give him this guy. What the hell's the yellow one, or the white one, rather? Discard. Oh, that's the hint. Okay, we'll play with the hint. Why not? So what exactly are we building here? Something about sets of 3 and a set of 2. We've got a set of 3 here. This is a set of 3, right? And these are also kind of a set of 3. But we have a set of 3. Why do we want to discard it? Is it because they're not sequential? Oh, he's got a sumo. Look at those points. Huh? What? Pwn? Alright, I just pwned. What did that do? It's still my turn, I guess. Is that because I got a group of 3 or something? Does the group of 3 need to be 3 in the same set, like sequentially, or do they have to be 3 of the exact same? Well, we've got 3 of the exact same now, so let's pwn it. I didn't see the other guy pwn when he declared his sumo, or whatever. Is pwning like a noob move? Should I be doing that later? Don't I have 3 of these now? Can I not pwn these? What was that furry 10? I didn't get the chance to read it. And now I've got a con of 4? I don't understand. Obviously, but... Well, there's another pwn. I see. The pwn would appear in the suggestion box there if they actually wanted me to pwn. This is the first time it showed up, so clearly what I was doing up until now was a noob move. I shouldn't have been pwning. So this is using the one that the guy to the east put down, combined with the 2 that I have. And then discard the 3. Old maid, this is not. Looks like the Moogle to the north just did a pwn, a noob move. Why are these all marked? Dangerous tile marker? Are these dangerous? I guess they're yellow, so they're only somewhat dangerous. Oh, he pwned again. You want me to pass, huh? Although I can and pwn. So many options, and you want me to pass? I'll take your advice, I guess. Ricci? That's a good thing. I think that guy's gonna win. This must be embarrassing if anybody happened to click on this and knows Mahjong, but I think I'm safe because nobody watches these. Oh no, he sumoed. And here I was calling him a noob. Alright, we'll follow the instructions to the letter, the suggestion. We won't pwn if it doesn't tell us to. I'm mainly trying to understand what kind of hand the suggestion box is trying to build for me. What kind of tiles it wants me to discard. I guess discarding is the most important part of the game, or rather, the most important decision, so... It seems like they don't want me to collect these like ones for whatever reason, even though I have 2 of them. Not sure what the big game plan is there. I would think we'd want to keep the 8, that 9 for like a 6, 7, 8, 9 or something. Either a 7, 8, 9 or a 6, 7, 8, but... Suggestion box does not say that would be the way. Alright, I guess Chi is no good here. Whatever that is. Chi would be using the East's 4 Namazu with... what? My 3, 4, 5 or something? I don't know. I guess I'm passing. I can pass again. Looks like I can chi with that 5 for my 5, 6, 7. Not sure what makes a tile dangerous though. Still passing, huh? There's that 5 Namazu, so I guess that would be like 3, 4, 5 again. I have Ricci. When did I get a Ricci? What's a Ricci? It's... I can only discard these, so my Ricci is something excluding these tiles. So the Ricci involves something here? All of these blacked out tiles? Got a 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. And a 1, 2, 3, and 5. Or a 6, and a 4 here. Not sure why it doesn't get put in order here. I guess this slot is special. It auto-discarded for me. Oh, it's still doing it. I guess a Ricci means you're kind of set in place. So that guy wronged. I guess when you Ricci, it prevents you from doing anything else because you declare part of your hand. It doesn't let you discard that part of your hand that you declared, I guess. Well, it wasn't as good as I thought, apparently. That time we followed the instructions to a T, the suggestions rather. And I guess we got something good, but they got something better. What are you trying to build, AI? Well, I guess that one did look like it didn't match anything else. That's one of the 4 or however many special tiles, right? Which are different from the rest of these. The ones with the Chinese characters on them. And I guess this one is special too. So Chi here would be 3, 2, and 1 of the Cactoid suite. You want me to reach you, huh? That didn't work out so well for me last time. So what's going on here? What exactly is reaching that allows me to discard both or either one of these? Got 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and these 2 and these 2. We've got almost a full suite of 2. What's the total again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I think the idea was you get 4 sets of 3 and 1 set of 2 or something. But as things stand right now, I have 5 sets of 2. So I guess my goal right now with my Ricci is that I'm declaring that I'm going to try to get 6 sets of 2. Right? So I'm discarding one of these 2. That is not part of a set of 2. And the way that the suggestion box is saying it, it thinks that I have a better chance of getting a set of 2 with this thing, rather than this thing. Or maybe it's just picking one. Ron. Oh. He put down a 6, so I get to run that with my other 6 and make my full set of 6 2s, or 6 pairs. How many points is that? Two Han, 1 Han, or 7 pairs is 2 Han. Oh, I see. It describes it here. So my winning hand has those 6 pairs, and there's a special slot on the right, which I guess is like a floater slot or something. Then there's the Dora and the Uradora, the back Dora. Back door. But I don't know where those come from. What are the Dora and the Uradora? I guess they're part of someone else's hand or something else that someone else put down. So I actually miscounted. It was 7 pairs, not 6 pairs. And that's worth 2 Han. And Ricci is worth its own Han, because calling your hand is cool. And winning on the turn after calling a Ricci is also cool, so you get points for that. The point assignment in this is kind of fun. There are probably a lot of these that are hard to memorize though. So I get 4 Han worth 9,600 points, or 25 Fu for Han worth a total of 9,600. Not sure what a Fu is. Well, I'm in the lead now. I don't know how long the game goes on for. Cheating at the beginning is evidently a new move. Why would I pass on this if it helps me build a better hand? Is it because it tells people that I have something similar to this 9? Because I would have a 7, 8, 9 from this 9 with this Chi. And that would let my opponents know that I have something adjacent to a 9, and any subsequent moves that they would do would probably avoid helping me build a better hand with that. I'm not sure anyone would be able to do a big green play like that. I mean, obviously people would, because Mahjong is a game that people play. I'm just saying that it seems hard to wrap my head around doing that sort of thing. Obviously, I most likely just have the rules misunderstood. Well, we've got a set of 3 here, so we're not getting rid of those. If I get rid of this, it seems like it could triple up nicely with 3, 4, or 4, 5, 6. I guess if we assume that we get a 5 for 4, 5, 6, then we would get a 3, 4, 5 anyway, so there's no reason to keep on hanging on to the 6. Equivalent chance. Alright, we've got this 6 now, so that helps us get this 6, 7, 8. And we'd want to discard this bamboo 9, which is not part of this set of 3. So when you discard something that's not in the floater slot, it gets slotted in sequentially. And actually we can reach you now, because we have a set of 3, 2 of those, 3 of those, and these other ones. When are you allowed to reach you anyway? Three sets of 3s and 2 sets of 2. But don't we want 4 sets of 3s and 1 set of 2? Is that what we're building towards? Wait a second, no. It's asking us to discard this instead. Why? Wouldn't we be better off building up a set of 3 here? I know certain tiles are worth more points, so... Are these north wind ones, which are like special tiles, no good as a set of 3 or something, or worth less points? Oh, I see. We're reaching with this 5. So that's a set of 3 here, plus this second one, and this third one. So the reachy that we're declaring is either... We could either keep this, so that would be 4 sets of 3s, and assuming we get a set of 2, or we discard one of these, and that would be 3, 4, 5, and this, and this. 3 sets of 3s, and what? 3 pairs? Well, let's see what the AI is going for. This Ricci is going on awful long. Are you sure you know what you're doing, so... Oh. The suggestion box is never wrong. So what did we end up with? 3, 4, 5. A 6, 7, 8. A 1, 2, 3. And we're going to run with something that someone else put down. A 3. I see. A 1, 2, 3, and then a 6, 7, 8 of the Namazu. Sweet. So that ends up giving us that combination that I've mentioned before. 4 sets of 3s and 1 pair. Actually, when I was trying to understand what my Ricci options were, I guess I wasn't considering that some of these are like trios, like the North Wind in the lower right there is a like trio, and the rest of what I have in the hand are not like trios, but sequential trios. So maybe it's better to have the North Wind as a like pair to equivalent North Winds, rather than not fitting the other sequential trios, which is what we ended up going for. Again, I could make this a lot easier on myself by actually learning the rules. Well, all we got was the Ricci, but we also got the Uradora. Awards bonus Han, but is not a Yaku by itself. The Uradora. Because it was part of our winning hand, we got points. How was that decided, the door and the Uradora? This is going on awfully long, I didn't actually expect it to. I guess that's how typical games of Mahjong go, though, probably. Long into the night. Huh? That's a lot of options. Well, I've had my fair share of learning. I'll just go with whatever the suggestion box gives, without questioning it. Well, maybe I didn't really learn anything. My fair share of attempts at learning. What the? I'm surprised I'm still discarding even though I can reach here. Must be some dangerous stuff here. I guess reaching is the ability to reach isn't necessarily a good or bad thing, it's just declaring, so you don't want to declare until you're good and ready. How do you know whether something is dangerous or not? And what's a sumo? It doesn't appear to be using anything that's on the board left by any previous player, so it's different from a Ron, obviously. But this means we win, like with our current hand without discarding anything. We've got a 4, 5, 6, a 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 6s, and a 7. And then in the Mazu suite, a 7, 8, 9. How exactly does this 5, 6, 7 work? Clearly I don't know. Oh my god, what exactly is all that? Pinfu. Win with a hand that consists of straights and a pair that does not use Yaku tiles, and can be completed with 2 or more types of tile. A pair that does not use Yaku tiles. So that pair would be... what? The 6s? That's a trio. I guess a pair within the trio? Ricci, Ipatsu, and the turn after calling Ricci, yup. Menzin, Sumo. Win with a drawn tile without calling pawn or chi. And Akadora. Awards bonus Han but not a Yaku by itself. Which I guess is different from the Uradora, which is the 9 that we... No? No, that's not it. We don't have the 9 or the 1 in that suite. So I guess this is some special rule with the Dora. Presumably. Anyway, I need to stop trying to learn. We're trying to end the game here so I can end the episode. Why is this 5 red and have a dot next to it? What makes this special compared to the other 5? Is there one of that for every suite? Is it like a Joker? And actually, is it not pronounced sweet? Are they pronounced card suits? They're pronounced card suits, aren't they? I've been saying it wrong the whole time. Not only am I wrong about Mahjong and everything, I'm wrong about Western card conventions. Ricci already. Got a pair, 2 pairs, 3 pairs. And a trio with this new tile that we just got that forms our sumo. Because we just drew it. And then the rest of our hand. So it was 3 pairs, a trio from the Namazu suit, and then the rest of it 2, 3, 4, 5, and red 5. What does that even mean? Pure double chi. Win with 2 identical straights of the same numbers in the same suit. Two identical straights of the same numbers in the same suit. What's a straight? How many is in a straight? Wait a second. If it's saying it's in the same suit, then does that mean our straight is 2, 3, 4, 5 as one part of the pure double chi, and the other part 2, 3, 4 red 5 as the other part of the pure double chi? Or is it just 3, 4, 5 and 3, 4 other 5? Pinfu, win with a hand that consists of straights and a pair that does not use Yaku tiles. It can be completed with 2 or more types of tile. So the Yaku tiles are like North Wind, the ones that are not number related and are pretty much only there for matching each other, I guess. Mensen Sumo, drawn tile without pawn or chi. And again the Akadora. Not sure how this relates to the 2 in the Namazu suite and the Oradora, which is a... what's that called again? Is that a Yaku tile in the Oradora? That symbol for east? I guess the Yaku tiles are all directional based. I guess the game keeps going until someone bottoms out, or everyone bottoms out. I somewhat see by what that rulebook page 14 was saying, by how a lot of this is automatic. The main thing is choosing what you're discarding, but obviously the big brain play is trying to decide on what kind of hand you're building towards in the very end. The suggestion box obviously has something in mind, what's most likely or something, but there are probably players out there that go for bigger things just to gamble for more points. That guy's gonna win, or he thinks he's gonna win. Oh, we've got 2 Richis on the board, and here I am with nothing. And here I was, thinking I could spend 30 minutes playing Mahjong to fill in the rest of the episode. This should have been an episode all on its own for one game. hovered my cursor over that just because I guess I'm getting used to thinking of these Yaku tiles as something the AI wants to discard every time. I guess not these ones though, because they're matching. Never mind, even if they're matching, we want to discard them. I guess because we got a better hand? That these are not needed for anymore? Chi. Oh, we can chi with either one. So our options here are chi with the 7, 8, and 9, of which we have the 7 and 8. So we'd be taking the 9 there. Or we could chi with the... Wait, these are the same thing. No, they're not. This is chi with 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9. And we would be taking the 8, because we have 6, 7, and 9, so that's why we have the option. But we can only choose one set of 3, which is this one, according to the AI. So that went off to the side and reduced the amount that we have over here, meaning it's going to be part of our final hand, supposedly, right? So is this like a light Richi, or an earlier Richi, before the actual Richi? I assume the other players can see that we have this set of 3 on the right, or maybe they can't, I don't know. When the other players have called these things, I didn't pay attention to if I could see their tiles. Oh, he Richi'd. Looks like he might be about to win. Really, I'm just spectating here without even knowing the rules, but... even without knowing anything, feels like there's something to learn. That's a lot of points. So Akadora is different from normal Dora. Dora is the 6 Namazu, which he has. Oradora is the 4 Cactoids, which he has. So that's what these are. There's some special Akadora rule, which is also worth a point, but I don't know what this is awarded for. What number is this? An 8? That's an 8. Right. I can see how that's an 8. I feel like the AI has been getting some bad luck here. And there you go. Pretty sure this does keep going until someone reaches 0 points. I can't imagine this going on until everyone reaches 0 points, because there'd be one less player. Drawn. With the 3. To form a trio of 3, a trio of 4, a trio straight of 6, 7, 8. Then we've got a trio of 6, 7, 8 in the Mazu, and a pair of 7s. Tan Yao. Win with only number tiles and no terminals. Guess we don't really get any points since we didn't declare a Ricci. Apparently, Ricci is the coolest move you can do consistently. Right, they mentioned you get points for speed. That must be the Fu, which dictates how much points we get other than the Han. So depending on how many turns we take to get the winning hand, I guess that number goes up. Is the number in the center the Fu? I'll pay attention to that this time. Oh, got a Ricci. And another. They're going all in, and he won. You're on. So we're at 35 remaining, and that's 30 Fu. Did we start with 65? Is 30 Fu how many turns it was? Oh, it's over. Why is it over? Did this guy not reach 0 points, or? Well, we technically won. I didn't learn much. Main thing I want to learn is how to know when it's over. Player with the highest score at the end of the round is declared a winner. That's just a round, though. In a quick match, only 4 hands are played. Quick match? First player to complete a winning hand is awarded points, a total of 8 hands. I see, that's what it was. It was just 8 hands. Are played in a full match and 4 in a quick match. Got it. Well, I should have played a quick match if I wanted this to be over on time, but I ended up making this a longer episode than usual. I hate making episodes shorter than usual, but I hate making episodes longer even more. It's my own fault, though. I should have just called it when the episode was short, even if it was 30 minutes long, or just found something else to do. You know what? I should have gone chocobo racing. That would have been a much better use of my time. Well, some other time I need to kill time, I guess. I've killed enough as it is. Now would be a good time to take a break.